The midsize truck market is absolutely exploding right now, with full-size half-tons costing upwards of 70 grand. The more logical suburban guys are flooding into more compact, yet still aggressive rigs. And coming in at number 5 on our list is the incredible Jeep Gladiator. The ultimate off-road machine can tackle any terrain, offering the utility of a truck and the legendary soul of a Jeep. In fact, you can almost fit a walk-behind mower in the back of that thing.
Gotcha. All right, I'm just screwing around. Let's get that hot mess off the screen. Look, I get it. The Gladiator is a good-looking rig, but it's really a complete structural and electrical shit show just waiting to happen. The roof panels leak, and handles like a wet sponge on the highway, and it's a money grab novelty toy masquerading as a utility tool. But I will give it one mechanical compliment. If you just can't stand yourself and you absolutely have to date that stripper, make sure she's got the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6, please. Out of all the garbage Stellantis builds, there's plenty of it. That motor actually has somewhat of a chance at decent reliability. Now, are they smart enough to keep that V6 in production moving forward? I highly doubt it. The rest of that truck is going to fall apart around you like it's suffering from leprosy. But at least you'll have that decent engine for whatever that's worth to you. Anyways, now let's get serious. If you want a real mid-sized truck built in the last 10 years that won't completely bleed your bank account dry, let's count down the real list, starting with number 4.
Coming in at number 4 is the previous generation Ford Ranger. We're spending some real time on this one because Ford did something nobody expected. While Chevrolet's 2.7 liter turbo sounds like a blender and will vibrate the fillings right out of your teeth, Ford actually pulled off a high mileage win with the 2.3 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder. Now, you may have caught on to the fact that I'm not a big fan of small displacement turbos. I think they are overstressed, disposable appliances designed to pass EPA tests rather than last 15 years in your driveway. But you have to understand why this specific motor works. Ford didn't just invent this thing yesterday and rush it to the world's biggest idiot market to treat American buyers like unpaid guinea pigs, at least not with this model. This exact powertrain layout spent years under massive tension and high pressure in the brutal heat of the Australian outback and the heavy-duty global markets before it ever touched an American dealership lot. The engineering bugs were worked out on someone else's dime, overseas. The internals are stout, the Ford steel connecting rods are built to take a beating, and the block itself is fairly solid. But here is my mechanical warning. This is a direct injection turbo system. If you listen to the corporate dealerships tell you to change your oil every 10,000 miles, you are cooking that turbo's bearings and guaranteeing heavy carbon buildup on your intake valves. You do 5,000-mile oil changes obsessively, keep that fuel system clean, and this truck will easily cross the 150 to 200,000 mile mark. It's a safe turbo, if you've got the work ethic to maintain it. Now, at number 3, we have a truck that mainstream car journalists completely ignore. The 2022 and newer Nissan Frontier. You guys know from the comment section on my truck videos that I respect a rig that doesn't overcomplicate itself. I've had a lot of chatter in my comment section about Nissan trucks' heritage, and the Titan in particular, and it's because Nissan knows how to build a rugged powertrain, and they aren't slapping cheap CVTs into entry-level commuter cars. While the entire automotive industry went into a blind panic and threw high-strung 4-cylinders at everything, Nissan stayed steady Eddie. Under this aggressive hood lays a naturally aspirated 3.8-liter V6 pushing 310 horsepower. This is officially the last stand for simple, old-school large displacement engineering in a modern midsize package. It gives you that mean, mountain climbing style that suburbanites and city guys love today, but without a bunch of plastic vacuum lines, intercoolers, and high-pressure turbo plumbing waiting to dry rot and crack under that hood. They mated this little bad boy to a 9-speed automatic, and while the early 2020 transition years had some transmission hesitations, by 2022 they had completely ironed out the software bugs. If you want a modern daily driver that still handles like a real truck, looks aggressive on the road, and has an honest-to-goodness V6 heart, this is a massive undercovered sleeper on the market. It's the best of both worlds, modern utility without the turbo headache. Okay, coming in at number 2, the mature benchmark, the 2016 to 2023 third-generation Toyota Tacoma. Look, I've already done a fairly detailed full-length video discussing every generation of the Tacoma and why it holds its value. So go watch that if you want the deep history. The short answer for this list: it's slow. The 6-speed automatic transmission hunts for gears on the highway like it's looking for a lost dog, and the seating position feels like you're literally sitting on the floorboard. But that 3.5-liter V6 uses Toyota's dual-port and direct injection system. It completely bypasses the catastrophic carbon buildup on the valves that kill these newer engines. So do yourself a favor. Skip the overpriced, unproven, brand new turbo generations and find a clean, final run 3rd gen if you just want to sit and forget your driveway rig. You'll thank me for it.
Which brings us to numero uno, the Honda Ridgeline. Now hold on before you skip out of here or start screaming at me in the comments section because I brought up the Ridgeline again. Look, I wouldn't date her either, but listen to the facts. Mathematically and mechanically, the Ridgeline running that 3.5-liter J-Series V6 and that ZF 9-speed is probably the most reliable, longest-lasting vehicle out of any of these by a country mile. It is bulletproof. There are guys out there that flat out want the reliability, and it's my fiduciary responsibility to tell it like it is. It drives like a comfortable SUV instead of a tractor, and it handles every bit of real-world homeowner utility perfectly. But let's be totally clear. Most of you guys, including me, are never going to actually buy a Ridgeline. And you sure as hell aren't going to park a unibody in your driveway as your pride and joy. So if you're a real-world buyer looking to escape the full-size price trap, your real-world choices are right here on the board. Pick the Frontier for the last real V6, or a mature 3rd-generation Tacoma, or a well-maintained previous-gen Ranger. Just make sure and keep that oil fresh every 5,000 miles. Stay away from the rest of the garbage on the market today. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment about which one you're taking, or how full of crap you really think I am. And I'll see you at the next exit.